This one's a classic.
Good morning. It is, probably gonna be a lot of background noise. It's 9 a.m. on a Monday. People be mowing the lawn and shit outside my window. So I was informed there is a way to re-roll stats on a... I didn't know this was a shop. I was informed that there's a way to re-roll stats on these rings through doing a quest line in Leafree. I don't know what that quest line is. I'm gonna look for it. I wonder if maybe this is the kind of thing where I have to do all of these quests. Let's just do the red tree in Leafree Forest and see. What do you mean requirements? Well, why can't you climb Chief Tatamo's beard? Dude, I thought I was going crazy. No, that's just not implemented for some reason. A story of a tree turning red. Cool. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV lately, working on the video that I'm working on for it. So I'm very much paying attention to story elements right now. Okay, we're going to Grendel the Really Old. There should be an ancient document that deals with this. The tree has turned red because the protective force that covers the forest might have been weakened. Okay, we gotta go kill a bunch of Kintarises. That'll be easy. Again, I have no idea if this is the actual quest I'm supposed to be doing. This is just a quest I'm doing, basically. Okay, Kintaris flames are acquired. Skulls acquired. Now we need marrow from blue Kintaris. Okay, and that is the Kintaris' marrow acquired. Wow, that was it? I just got 1.5 million experience, 250 scroll vouchers. I'm gonna keep going with this. Oh my god, I have to kill 200 of each Kintaris. Okay, let's get do that. Let's get do that. Oh, I was looking at my phone. I'm out of HP potions. Red Kintaris done. Black Kintaris is kill. And blue Kintaris is kill. Great. What's next? The secret Kintaris. Oh. Oh, I have to kill... this is the Chief Kintaris quest line. Okay, that makes sense. I've killed a lot of elite Kintarises. This is like one of my favorite maps to train on. Alright, elite Kintaris is kill. Now I have to kill Chief Kintaris. I probably don't have to do this right now. It's probably for the quest, but like I figured, like I was about to say, people are gonna show up and start attacking it, so... might as well grab the extra kill. Hurry up, bro! Quit talking about TK. Yeah, you're sitting there chatting too much, bro. Oh cool, 1 fame for that. What can you do for me? Re-roll an unlocked equipment. Wow. 1 Chaos Crystal, 1 Dragon Scale, and 1 Dragon Spirit. So... does this apply to any equipment? Oh, I don't have any more materials, dude. And this means I can't equip my bow. Okay, cool. Thanks, Moss. I really appreciate that, buddy. All right, we have a new mission. First of all, get my 1 strength back. I don't know how to do that, actually, if I'm being completely honest. But also, farm dragon scales and dragon spirits. That'll be fun. Oh, that's so fucking funny. 0 stat item. So, Deep Leafree is not out yet, but I can train here, and these guys do drop the stuff. I think I tried training here a while ago, and there was a rotation that I kind of came up with. Let me see if I can remember it. My range is down 500 because I don't have access to my VIP bow anymore. Yeah, so XP here, not great. Less than 20 mil an hour, that's not very good. So, I mean, I'm not going to leave, because this is maybe one of the better maps for me. Maybe Cornians would be good. Hold on a second. You know what? Let's do a little bit of exploring here. I legitimately might not be strong enough to get good XP here. I don't think this is going to be much faster than the other guys. And because of what I'm trying to do, quantity is going to be more important than quality. I'm just thinking out loud right now. I have a lot of thoughts about this. Because I never thought to try Apex Cornians, but they are proving to be actually kind of too strong for me. Alright, I am at 30 minutes of doing this. Easy rotation, really simple. I have 20 spirit, 18 scales. I'm basically getting one of either every minute, which is really fast. I'm not, I really thought this would be slower. Well, this is not going to be that big of a deal at all, actually. So let me just go ahead and try to get my stats back on this fucking thing. I don't know, why even bother equipping it if it has no stats? Nice! Easy. Cool, okay. I would like to... I mean, these are really straightforward. This is not the kind of thing where it's like, it can go up to 3 strength, and 3 strength is like a 1 in 100. This is just, it caps out at 2, and it's pretty easy to roll 2. Nice. Okay, cool. So we have 2 of them now. Next one. No way! Immediately. Okay, can I get the last one with just 30 minutes of grinding? Come on. Shit! I ran out of chaos crystals. Okay, that's fine. 7 more attempts. I think my odds are pretty good. Unless I just get crazy unlucky. Which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, considering I have a net gain of 2 strength. 1, 2, 3. No, I should have a net gain of 3 strength right now. If I could just wrap this up right now, that would be so nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a lot of rerolls for that last ring. I knew that was going to happen. So I have 115 strength now. It's a net gain of 3 strength. What I need to do now, realistically speaking, is probably farm a lot of lucky crystal ores, because I have a huge number of these crystal ores here that I could turn into... Oh, well, you know what? Hold on a second. I have one more reroll. Hold on a second. Not everything, it's not done yet. Last roll. Damn it. At least it wasn't 0. The Burning Forest is a map consisting entirely of Brextons who are not weak to fire. They actually resist fire, which is very unfortunate for me. But I could, kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. It doesn't look like arrow rain reaches the platforms because they're too far apart. That's fine. But, this might be a better thing to farm on my Ice Lightning. I need to get that character to 120 anyway. That's a very good point. Hold on a second. Okay, let's test out Ice weakness, that's compelling. Alright, I am over 10 minutes into this training tracker session. You can see the results. 6 spirits, 8 scales, 20 crystal ores. This is pretty solid. I think I'm pretty happy with this. And I like the rotation. So I will probably be playing this character a little bit. I do want to get it to 4th job level. I don't know how long that's going to take, though.
Part 16, Test Server, 4th Job Preview.
Hello. I am on the test server. I wasn't expecting to do this, but this is definitely what I'm doing right now. Can I just use all of these? I can. So, finally, this is the first look we get at 4th job. Okay, so I've been, let me turn off my music. It's gonna be way too loud in my, okay, here we go. So I've been grinding for a little bit here. This is just a spot I'm very familiar with, so I just went here. Honestly, it doesn't feel that different, and I think a big issue is that this character is not nearly as strong as, well, not as strong as my ranger in the real server. They're close, but this character is definitely weaker, and I accidentally assigned my skills poorly. What does Phoenix do that's so important? Like, what the fuck do I care about Phoenix's damage? Why am I maxing it? Stun chance 100. I mean, yeah, it has. Phoenix also applies a fire element to all attacks and skills? What the fuck? Wait a second. Squids are resistant to fire. What the hell, dude? Why did I not? So, okay, cool. Just a weird change I wasn't expecting. And look at that, I'm killing a lot faster now. Jesus Christ, dude. I was like, why am I so weak? Why am I doing such little damage? Now it makes sense. Oh yeah, dude, Lethal Instinct. That skill feels fucking crazy. And yeah, you can see the cooldown of it is dropping very, very quickly as I kill monsters. This is cool. I really do like this dynamic of really strong burst buff that you can have up 100% of the time when you're farming, but only a certain percentage, a much smaller percentage when you're bossing, which is where it really matters more. So Hurricane as a summon is pretty interesting. I wish we had a battle analysis type of system. Maybe that's something that could be added in the future, but I don't really know how impactful it actually is as a summon. It seems like it's better than nothing and maybe even stronger. And maybe even stronger. Now there's someone else here. Fuck. I want to do some bossing with Turret Hurricane first before I really share my opinion. Like I said, and I don't think I was being disingenuous when I said that, I was curious to see what Turret Hurricane would look like, knowing full well that there was a chance it wouldn't be great, but it would be different. So right now, Turret Hurricane is just kind of nothing. It feels like nothing because I'm just mobbing. I'm farming, so Hurricane is not really a part of the equation. I'm gonna try to do some bosses, I guess. I don't know how long the test server is gonna be open, which is actually very stressful for me because I need to make sure I test Hurricane on bosses. I don't wanna right now. There's other stuff I wanna do. All right, now we got max quick draw, so that gives it a 100% success rate. Huge increase in damage. Now let's see what this is like. Drop Hurricane, right? And then you start spamming Strafe. I want to do DPS test as well. Jesus Christ. So this character is about 25% stronger just in terms of power, not including fourth job skills. Look at this fucking damage output. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. That's way too good. It is so hard to allocate skill points. There are too many good skills. It's a good problem to have, I guess, but... My thoughts on Bowmaster in its current state in the test server as of June 7th, 2026. We have Turret, Hurricane, and a couple skills that are, like, confusing. So let me just go over them. Bow Expert is awesome, fine, I love that. It increases strafe, it makes strafe, why does it say it improves strafe? What does that mean? Whatever, I don't know what that actually means when it says it improves strafe, but that's fine, that's a cool passive skill. Quick Draw Plus, awesome, that makes Quick Draw proc at a 100% chance, very good. Slipstream feels very unnecessary. I think Slipstream as a skill could be completely removed. Maybe there will be an instance in the future where you need that much speed, but Slipstream, I'm probably gonna skip this skill. Who the fuck needs that much movement speed, dude? Dragon's Breath is similar, actually. I don't think Dragon's Breath is necessary in any server where there is no minimum distance requirement. So the whole purpose of Dragon's Breath in vanilla is to push monsters away so that you're not whacking them with your bow because they're too close to you. When that whole interaction of whacking monsters with bows is removed from the game, skills like Dragon's Breath are completely irrelevant. There is no purpose to them unless I'm totally mistaken and this is actually like a good mobbing skill. I didn't actually test that. Fuck, I didn't test that. Okay, let me go test it. Ugh. Okay, I see what it means when it says it improves strafe. It adds an extra line to strafe. That's what it is. Okay, cool. That's why I was hitting 6 lines. No way, no fucking way, dude. In fact, this skill looks glitchy. Look at this. Because it moves them on the x-axis only, if their final spot that they move to is not on top of a foothold, they'll fall down to the next foothold. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Dragon's Breath, we don't need this skill. There doesn't seem to be any purpose to it. At least in most instances. I think the one instance where this would be useful is in bossing, when the boss summons monsters and you need to push them away from you so you don't take touch damage. Then yeah, I get it. But does it really need to be a level 30 skill? Because it's not really useful outside of that context. Anyway, Arrow Storm, awesome. Big fan of Arrow Storm. I think it feels like an upgraded Arrow Rain, because that's what it is. And that's a really good mobbing skill. In Vanilla MapleStory, Bowmasters were usually mobbing with Hurricane, which is to say they weren't mobbing at all. They were just attacking one monster really quickly till it died, and then immediately the next monster would start taking damage. So this is more like modern day Bowmaster, where they actually have really good mobbing. Sharp Eyes, ain't nothing I need to say about Sharp Eyes. Lethal Instinct, this is really cool. I think it's interesting that Lethal Instinct requires level 30 Sharp Eyes. But I've already talked about Lethal Instinct. I like this dynamic that they seem to be introducing to the game, where you have this really powerful buff that makes you way stronger in mobbing, because you can have it up 100% of the time, because the cooldown is reduced every time you defeat a monster. You won't get that in bossing. You'll only have the 35% uptime or whatever it is in bossing, because you're not actually killing a bunch of monsters. Hurricane as a turret, I think this is... I'll talk about Hurricane in a second, but I want to talk about Phoenix. So Phoenix, from what I can tell, in fact, let me check something here. So Silver Hawk, it's 1 line, and then if I add a point into Phoenix, what you doing? What you doing, Silver Hawk? I don't know. I can't really tell. I can't tell if it does anything. It says it improves Silver Hawk, but I don't get it. So the thing about Phoenix, from what I've observed of my short time with it, is that it applies a fire element to all of your attacks, which is an important thing to keep in mind, because being forced to use elemental damage on all of your attacks is not a good thing. That is detrimental more than it is beneficial. Or I guess it's about 50-50. It's as detrimental as it is beneficial in a lot of cases. This is an interesting implementation, because from what I can tell, it has the same power as Silver Hawk. Oh, you can see the damage increases a little bit. It says 406% right now. Yeah, so when you level up Phoenix, it matches Silver Hawk's damage. It brings Silver Hawk's damage up to reach parity with Phoenix's damage. And that's probably because you want to be switching between them depending on what you're doing. If you're training at monsters that are fire weak, you want Phoenix up, because then you'll be doing 50% more damage with all of your attacks. If you're training on or if you're fighting a boss who is fire weak, again, you want Phoenix. If you're fighting a boss who resists fire, or monsters who resist fire, you want Silver Hawk. But let's talk about Hurricane. I think ultimately, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think I was wrong in claiming that Turret Hurricane might be better. The problem is, This whole class, the skill point distribution and everything, is really heavily designed around Hurricane not being as high of a priority to get as it is in Vanilla MapleStory, where Hurricane is like the first skill you put a point into. Here, it's like, yeah, you definitely still want to put a point into it, but maxing it out is not a priority because it's just extra damage. It's not your main attack. I don't know that that's actually that big of a deal, but it is one reason why I think it would suck to have learned and experienced Bowmaster in this state as it is currently, and then have Hurricane be switched to an active skill, because now, you know, who cares if Strafe is improved by Bow Expert? Who really cares if Quick Draw is upgraded all that much? I guess that's still useful for mobbing, but Quick Draw doesn't affect Hurricane in this instance, so I think it would be weird to change it, but I also am fully 100% willing to admit I think I was wrong in saying that Turret Hurricane would be more fun. I didn't actually say that. I said it would be interesting to see how Turret Hurricane feels. And in my opinion, that the short time I've spent with it, I don't really like it. It makes the class feel like you're just playing Marksman. And I did not choose Bowmaster to feel like I'm playing Marksman. So that's how I feel about Bowmaster. I am very excited to see what tweaks happen to all these classes. But now I am going to set up, I'm going to set up Ice Lightning and try that out a little bit. Okay, I forgot to record the Ice Lightning segment. I'm not going to do it again. Basically, the way I feel about Ice Lightning is I think it's weird that we have Elkeens instead of Ifrit. I'm not a fan of that, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it's fine. I don't think the cooldown on Blizzard is necessary. I don't really understand the design choice behind that, because it basically means that you're punishing players for being too weak to one-shot the enemies. And then there's Infinity, which reduces MP costs to 0 while mobbing, and it just makes me wonder, like, why are we arbitrarily restricting the ultimates like that? I'm pretty sure this was something that was voted on. I don't understand the need for the cooldown. It doesn't add anything meaningful to the experience. It just kind of makes it annoying, because if you don't kill the right number of monsters and then you go to try use Blizzard again and it doesn't work, all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, it's on cooldown for a couple more seconds. That's not to say that Ice Lightning is suddenly bad at mobbing, but it's just like, dude, I just don't feel like we need that. You know what I mean? Also, playing Shadower, pretty cool. I'm not as wildly impressed with Shadower. Shadower is kind of just doing its own thing still, just faster and better. Oh my god, dude, look at this shit though. I think if I actually leveled up these skills more, they would be a lot better too. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Shadower is about what I expected, and it's fun, fast, and cool. Oh my god, I'm so done with the test server, dude. It's fatiguing going through all of this, absorbing all the new information, having thoughts and opinions on it. I think I can get back to the regular game now, and we'll see what changes actually come through. I'm mostly concerned with Bowmaster and Shadower. Interested to see what's going to happen with Hurricane. Don't know if that'll stay a mobbing skill, or a summon rather, or if they'll actually change it to an active skill. I don't know. Man, Shadower is just so mobile, which is cool, because I think one of my biggest issues with Shadower was always that it had like no mobility. I think that was one of my biggest issues with it historically. All right, back to real life.
Part 17, 4th job prep mission.
I am currently level 114 on OWO. We're making good progress. It's slow, but it's progress. Got a couple good arsenas, you know, that's 14 stat and 15 stat, 6'9", 6'9", super cool. These guys don't really drop any scrolls that matter for my characters, unfortunately. Well, actually, staff, do they drop staff magic attack 60? I actually don't know. Yeah, they do. So that's kind of useful. We'll make use of that possibly in the future if I ever change this character's gear. This is what we're sitting at, okay? This is the important stuff here. So 33,000 strange eggs got me almost about 1,000 lucky crystal ores, almost 200 dragon spirits and dragon scales each. So 400 total. So that's 200 rolls. And then 10 regular chaos crystals. So I think by the time this character gets to level 120, which I'm hoping to accomplish before I go on vacation in a couple days, I'll have more than enough. I'm actually kind of getting a little sick of this map. Like, it's not a bad map layout. Like, let's look at the rotation. It's fine, but it's getting old. The XP rate here is maybe 12 mil an hour at best. You know, if I'm good. If I'm being good, I get 12 mil an hour, more or less. And it's not a bad rotation. I'm kind of bored of it, you know? I'm almost 3-shotting. I think I'll start 3-shotting consistently, like right around the time I get to level 120. So I don't know if I'll be training here after that point or what's gonna change. But I just figured I would do a quick little check-in clip to show you all where I'm at. And I'm gonna try to grind out the rest of this, maybe even today. Given the XP rate of maybe 12 mil an hour, I think it might be possible if I spend the rest of the day doing this. I want to play my Shadower a little bit too. I want to try and get him up to as close to 4th job as possible. So that's probably what I'm going to be working on next. All right.
Yeah, baby MS.
I got to level 116 on the Ice Lightning, but I want to play a little bit of Bandit. I need to get to 3rd job. I really want to prioritize that, so I think 18 levels remain. Maybe if I'm going to be prioritizing just leveling, maybe I should actually look at the Discord and see where people recommend training. Let me do that real quick right now. I think I'll start doing some quests, yeah. Let's take a look at the quests. See what why is there an event section if there's no event quests? Drake's, Skelly Dog. I guess I could go do Drake's. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Let's do Drake's. Well, what? Why would this bring me here? Why would that be an option? I guess I've never clicked that option before, so I just didn't know. That was weird. I've gotten into this really bad habit of closing my minimap completely over the past like couple months of playing Chrono Story. I don't really know why I started doing that. I never used to do that. I used to always just keep the minimap fully open, but now I close it and I go look up at the top left to get an idea of where my character is on the map, and it's closed, and then I have to open it. So I've just created this annoying cycle for myself. And I don't even know why I did that in the first place. Why did I start closing the minimap all the time? I think because it was getting in the way of recording. But no, why? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever, let's do the 99 Drakes. Oh, this will be easy, dude. Dude, I have been training so much on my Ice Lightning, killing thousands and thousands of monsters, that going back to my Bandit and doing a 99 kill quest feels like I feel like I looked away for 1 second and then all of a sudden I'm at 85 out of 99. I got into this weird flow state with my Ice Lightning. It's fucking up my brain a little bit. There we go, 99 out of 99. I got a shoes? No, I didn't. They weren't good enough to actually be counted. Oh, I should update. Okay, let me update on my gear a little bit, because there have been a couple changes, at least one change. I think mainly this is the only thing that changed. I don't think I recorded a clip. That puts me at 111. I don't see any weapon upgrades anytime soon. Hold on, there was information about this in the Discord. Pin booms. So at level 65, I can get a new dagger. So, okay. The thing is, in order to get a second unwelcome guest dagger, I think I have to do the quest line on this character. And I think that quest line requires level 100. So it's not really viable to keep using this for very long. I'm sure the level 65 fan will be way stronger than this level 47 dagger. And I actually don't need any stats for that. So what'll probably happen is at level 65, I'll reset all of my stats and just have my bare minimum. Damn, dude, I need 80. Right, so that's pretty much it. And I got a couple of shields here that I want to scroll. One thing I want to check. I know, I'm just yapping, I know. I would hope that if you're this far into the series, you're cool with it by this point. So, Toro shields. Shield attack 100%? No way, dude. Xenomega is the only monster in the game who drops shield attack 60, so shield. For ultimate scroll for shield for defense. There are ultimate scrolls in this game? Interesting, those must be GM scroll equivalents. Okay, well, I guess we don't really need to worry about it right now. The Kanjar is level 80. We'll get there eventually and worry about it then. Yeah, sorry about that. Why did I click one-handed blunt weapon attack 60%? All right, and now we start the 999 kill quest. I'm gonna check out the other map here. I'm gonna go one map deeper. I think this is laid out similarly. Oh my god, no. No, this is a mess. This is a mess just like vanilla Sleepywood is, like deep Sleepywood maps. Still messy. Think I'll just stay here. There it is. Got all 999 of them. I don't know if this is gonna unlock another one, but I'm down to do more of these. Glove attack 60? Sure. All right, that was level 53. What? I wonder if I should just start putting points into haste. At this point, it seems like maybe that's smarter. I'm not using Savage Blow for much. All right, let's just max out haste. Did I unlock a new one? Not really, but could go to Aqua Road, start doing crypts. That sounds fun. Let's do that. I'm probably gonna want to be here anyway because I'm gonna need to kill pin booms for my bow. My dagger eventually. Okay, 99 was nice and quick. Not a ton of experience or anything really noteworthy. Now we start on 999. And this will give 175,000. Is that times 3? It doesn't matter. It's going to be a full level. I'll probably be at, maybe I'll be at 55 by the time I'm done with this quest. Okay. Crip 1000. Oh my god. So this might not get me a full level. Oh, 80%. All right. So, I mean, is there anything else? What's next? Anything? Not really. No hunting quests, at least. There's plenty of stuff I could potentially do. I don't think skelly dogs are worth my time at this point. Actually, you know what? There might be another kill quest at level 55. So let's go back to Forest of Golem, just grind up this last level and see. Level 55. This is the this is the level up they spoke of in Legends. Me 8 minutes ago. So, ooh, flowerfish and skeleton soldier dog. These guys, that thing. You know, I was clowning a little bit on the VIP taxi here in Sleepywood, bringing you to Perion excavation site, and now I'm literally making use of it. So I'm not right about something just because I say something, okay? I think it's very important to remember. I say things that are wrong all the time. What am I actually trying to kill? Skeleton soldiers. Okay. It wasn't this icon is misleading. Unless these quests can give me a rate higher than 1 mil XP an hour, it's probably not really worth doing them. There's no completionist in me that's begging to complete everything. Honestly, just looking at this like preliminary 30-second test, I think this is gonna be more effective than farming. I just have this idea in my mind, and this is something that's been beaten into me over the decades of playing MapleStory, is efficiency over all else. If you don't go to the most meta map for your level range, you're never gonna get any experience at all anywhere else. And that's not true. Even this place is giving me like almost 900K an hour. I don't think it'll stay around there. I think it will drop a little more, but it's not like I'm getting 0 XP an hour. There's a big difference between like 800,000 and a 0. And there's not quite as big of a difference between 800,000 and 1 million. All right, that's a 99 done. Very good. Now let's get 999 and do that. And it'll take probably like 30 minutes. I don't actually know how long these are taking. I'm not keeping track. I'm just doing them. Okay, that got me about 100% exactly. I think I'm gonna go ahead and farm to 57. Then it's back to the Ice Lightning to finish that up because I really, really, really want to get that character to 120. Hey, so I'm doing some post commentary for this segment of clips because the recording didn't work out. We'll put it that way. So I am cashing in all of my gloves, spending all the money I farmed on my IL for scroll vouchers, and I'm just going to use 30s on these gloves. I have quite a few. Of course, you know, kind of got a little cocky and had two gloves. I think two gloves that started with two successes, two 30% successes on the first two slots. And then I just threw another 30 on them for some reason. So that ended up kind of being nothing. I destroyed them all. And then now that I had like 350 dragon scales and dragon plates, reroll the power pearl ring and get it to 2 strength. Those are all taken care of now. And then I guess I thought it was time to level up. So I went to Ristle Squid Cave, but I don't have my pet, and I didn't realize that until, well. And then I went to sleep.